You are listening to Single Smart Female. This is Jen, explaining the possibilities in your love life and examining your mantourage dating experiences. I am here to help you do life and love on your terms by tipping the scales of love permanently in your favor. So don't forget to text this episode to all of your single smart girlfriends, and let's get started. Hello, single smart female. It's your romantic fairy godmama. Today we're doing a single smart female listener question. Now, this listener question comes all the way from the beautiful country of Australia. And Miss Lost and Confused writes, Dear Jen, what's your advice when a guy in your mantra says that he suspects you're seeing other guys and so we shouldn't see each other anymore? Because he feels more invested than I do. I really like him. He's my favorite, and we haven't had any discussion about feelings or exclusivity, etc. before this. I feel blindsided. What advice would you give me? Okay, my advice is, let's just cut to the chase. Be wary of a man who goes on the offense. I'm not even quite sure that I'm going to get the articulation around this correct, but I'm going to try the heck out of it. Here's the thing. You guys haven't had any discussions before, and he is, like you said, blindsiding you, going on the offense of, you're doing this, so I'm going to get rid of you. That is a manipulation tactic from hell. All right. And I would be very, very wary of this man. And even though you're having a great time with him, that's a lot of emotional manipulation wrapped up in one piece. So, I mean, could it be because he's actually trying to get out of what's going on with the two of you and this is his easy way out? Yes, but it's also could definitely be a precursor for somebody who's just very emotionally manipulative in a relationship. So we'll talk about that for just a second. Now, is that 100% for sure that it is? I'm going to say this is a high likelihood because he didn't even give you like an opportunity to ask or talk about feelings or say anything about where he wanted this to go and that he was interested in you. So like that's a high level of jealousy. And I always like a little bit of jealousy, but I mean, I'm talking like in, microdosing amounts, not full on prescription. Okay. That's really important for you to say. Any high level or even medium level or upper or lower level jealousy, something always to be considerate of, especially for somebody, again, that has not even brought up the discussion of feelings. This is just someone that you're seeing, okay? So again, be very, very wary of it. So here's the thing. I really don't have a good feeling about this guy, the way that he approached it, but let's play devil's advocate right now, just for the sake of a conversation. Let's say he had just come to you and said, hey, I'm not sure. Let's say, and he said it very sweetly, I'm not sure if we continue seeing each other because I feel like I'm way more invested in seeing you than you are in me. Then at that point, you would ask him, well, what does more invested look like to you? Because I was under the impression we were getting to know each other and learning about each other at this point. And then if he tells you at that point, then you could say, well, I really do like you. I'm loving getting to know you. We haven't talked about exclusivity, and I don't believe that we're there yet. But it's definitely something that I would be interested talking with you about in the future. Now, if he brings it back to the whole, well, are you see anybody else question? And that's when you bring this up. See, here's the thing. We all think we want to know what the other person is doing, but it's really just a mind fuck. And I want y'all to recognize that and not fall into this trap over and over again. So what you would say at this point is, I would love to be able to discuss anything with you, but that feels like a very loaded question. So instead of us asking each other that, let's just enjoy getting to know each other. And at the point in time we feel that a romantic exclusivity is on the table, then we'll have that discussion. I would love, if things are going well, for you to ask me then. And just leave it there. Yes, it's going to mess with him. And yes, there is a possibility he's going to pull away from you and tell you, hey, well, I just, I can tell you're doing this, this, and this. And you say, well, okay, well, I don't want to have any conflict with you. So if that's what you feel is best, great. If you decide otherwise, let me know because like I said, I really enjoy seeing you and I want to see where it goes. And then you just allow it to let him show his hand that way. And then that way you figure out pretty quickly whether or not this is a guy that has patience to be in a long-term relationship with you and that he's a really good guy, or if this is an emotionally manipulative motherfucker who is going to torture you the rest of your life, which I want you ladies to learn to take your time and pace you and him going into relationships. Quit running into relationships just because a guy wanted to. And that way you're not getting into these potentially emotionally and sometimes physically abusive situations because you're taking your dear sweet time learning what you need to learn and not just investing in his romantic timeline and whims. Okay, lover girl, it's time for the final thought on today's show. If a man stops seeing you because he suspects you are seeing other men when you have not discussed exclusivity, let him go and know that God is protecting you from a potentially bad relationship. Hey, lover girl, don't forget to subscribe to the show in your favorite podcast app, as well as share this episode with all of your single smart girlfriends. And if you're still confused about all the pieces of Mantourage dating that you were probably forgetting, then head over to Jen Burton, that's JenBurton.com/secret society to learn everything Mantourage dating includes. Remember, Mantourage dating is not casual dating. It's not a rotation nor a cycle, and it is woman specific. Mantourage dating and becoming an adored woman is a lifestyle dating system that addresses you as a whole woman, including your success and ambition. It simultaneously serves as the best relationship training that exists. Meet me at JenBurton.com/secret society. Again, that's Jen, JenBurton.com/secret society for a free video explaining all the pieces you need to include in your experience.